Ma'am, you are not audible.
Yeah, sorry, I misread. Okay, let us take another problem where we have to find the curve on which this given functional with the two conditions can be extremized. So here the function given is y dash square minus y square plus 2xy dx with the conditions are y of 0 equal to 0 and y of pi by 2 is also 0. Now here, okay, let us start with the procedure of solving it. It is the same. We have to take this function as f. Then we have to differentiate with respect to y dash partially. Then make use of those values in Euler's equation and you will get some differential equation, solve it. And after solving, you can find the values of those constants with the help of the conditions. Okay, so let.
Yes, ma'am.
F of x, y dash is equal to y dash square minus y square plus 2xy. So differentiate this with respect to y partially. So there is no y in the first term, derivative is 0 minus derivative of y square is 2y minus 2y plus 2x is constant, derivative of y with respect to y is 1. So altogether it is minus 2y plus 2x. Similarly, with respect to y dash, so we have a y dash only in this term. So derivative will be only for this one term. So this is going to be 2y dash minus 0 plus 0. Okay. What is Euler's equation? Standard form?
dfy dy
Dou f by
dou
dou y
f
d by dx of dou f by dou y dash equal to 0.
Okay. Dou f by dou y minus d by dx of dou f by dou y dash is equal to 0. Let us substitute. Dou f by dou y is minus 2y plus 2x minus d by dx of 2y dash is equal to 0. No change here, right as it is. And one more thing you can just see, there is anything common? Is there anything common?
minus 2
2, ma'am.
Yeah, we have 2, just better cancel minus 2 because 2 of the terms are negative. So cancel minus 2. This is going to be plus y minus x and this minus will be plus. So remaining thing is y dash, derivative with respect to x is
y double dash
y double dash is equal to 0. So this is which order differential equation?
second order.
It's the second order differential equation. So we need to solve it. So I'll keep this y double dash and y term here. I'll shift x on the other side. Okay, that is y double dash plus y. So if you take minus x on the other side, it is plus x. Or this even can be written as d square y by dx square plus y equal to x. So it is second order. Okay, homogeneous or non-homogeneous?
Non-homogeneous.
Non-homogeneous because RHS we have a function of x. This is non-homogeneous differential equation. So let us solve it. So this here the general solution depends on complementary function and particular integral. To find complementary function, better you first write the whole equation in terms of capital D. You are aware what is d square by dx square in terms of capital D is capital D square, correct?
y
D square y plus y. So we'll take a y common. It is going to be d square plus 1 into y equal to x. Okay. Next, we'll just Write D. What is the next step?
D square plus 1 is
Auxiliary
equal to
equation.
Yeah, we have
Auxiliary
to write the auxiliary equation by replacing capital D by M.
M square plus 1
With
is
the
equal to
same
0.
bracket, don't write other terms, equal to 0. So M square is equal to -1 or M is equal to plus or minus root of -1. What is root of -1? Root of -1, you are aware it is I. So
Right.
which
I.
type of roots?
Complex.
Complex.
Complex roots. Okay. So complex roots, how we have to write? See, last time we discussed, when we have a complex roots of this category, a plus or minus ib, we have to write e raised to ax into bracket c1 cos bx plus c2 sin bx. So if you have a I, there won't be I in the CF. Okay. So CF is, in this case, real part is 0. So e raised to 0x c1 cos of, so along with I we have a 1. So cos of 1x plus c2 sin of 1x, or altogether it is just c1 cos x plus c2 sin x is complementary function. Okay. Let us find the particular integral. So particular integral is 1 upon f of d. F of d is d square plus 1 into phi of x. Phi of x is the function on RHS. Now tell me this belongs to which type or which case? This is in the form x to the power some m. You can say this belongs to type 3. Somebody said last time we have learned 4 types, but actually for your portion you had only actually 3 types. So type 3. Let me just tell about this. So if you have your function in the form x raised to m or any polynomial. Polynomial means the terms in the power of x. Okay, then pi, particular integral 1 upon f of d into phi of x, which is x raised to m. Okay, now here you might have learned it by one method is you have to just take the constant outside and then you have to take the term in the numerator and do it by binomial. But I usually teach one method, that is division. Even you, some of you in for some divisions, no, they might have used this by just division method. So here it is just like when you divide a by b, a is called dividend and b is a divisor. Same way we have to write f of d is now divisor. Using this we have to divide x raised to m. Then after division, remainder should be 0. Then whatever quotient you get, this is nothing but particular integral. But while keeping these terms, we have to maintain something. That is f of d, that is a function of d, what you write, you should write in the increasing power of d. Okay, it should be increasing
Yes.
power of d. And what you write this polynomial, no, it should be reverse case. That is, here increasing, here it is decreasing. Decreasing powers of x. That means increasing power of d means whether lower power of d will come first or higher power of d will come first.
Lower power of d will
Lower
come
power,
first.
and that will be usually constant. Start with constant if they are there in f of d. And decreasing power of x means here you should start with highest power of x and do the, okay, just you have to keep first in that format and do the division process. Then till the remainder is 0, you need to go on dividing. Then the quotient is nothing but your particular integral. Okay, let us apply that concept. Okay, so we have to write this d square plus 1 here. Okay, d square plus 1, we have to write it as divisor. So first we have to write d square or we have to write 1.
D square.
Here. Yeah,
One, ma'am.
increasing power of d means 1 should be written first.
Yes.
Increasing. First start from lower power. There is no d, but we have 1 can be treated as d to the power 0. Okay, so 1 plus d square. This is your divisor. Now there is no problem because we have only one term x. Suppose if you have like this x square plus x cube plus 3x. Suppose like this. Some example. Will you tell me what should be our dividend then? How it should be written? Which term should be
X
written
plus
first?
X
Q plus
X.
X
cube
cube plus
then x square and then x term. Are you getting now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so just maintain this part. So here there is no question. This is x itself. Okay. Now here we have to write a quotient such that below this x we should have a x only. And whenever you do division, after changing the sign only you have to cancel. Huh? Don't take now here plus x, so I want a minus x. So don't adjust like that. Otherwise your answer is going to be wrong. Okay. Yes, I want here x to be there. So here you have to see the first term. You have 1. So what should be here in quotient place so that after multiplying with this first term, I should get it as x.
X.
X only, correct? 1. So it says x into 1 is x plus. But in divisor, no, you have 2 terms. So you need to write for the second term also. So this is what now? D square. Okay, d square. What is the meaning d square? What is actually d square? D square is nothing but d square y by dx square. It's a second order derivative of what? Of that quotient what you have taken. What is the first order derivative of x? If you differentiate once, 1. Correct? Derivative of x with respect to x is 1. If you differentiate that 1 again with respect to x, you'll get it as 0. Correct? So how many terms are there in divisor? Those many terms will get. Okay. Now luckily here it is 0, so there won't be much problem. So this is going to be now change the sign. So this is plus x minus x, it becomes 0. So our remainder is now 0. So you can stop the process, and what you have got this quotient, this is your answer. You can say that is particular integral. You have to show these steps. Okay, so this is x. So we have got pi. What can we write now after this?
General solution.
General solution. So GS is nothing but CF plus PI. So if you substitute, you will get it as C1 cos x plus C2 sin x plus particular integral is x. This is the value of y. Let us take this as equation 1. Now they have given now 2 conditions. These 2 will help us to find the values of 2 arbitrary constants C1, C2. Okay, so for that you have to use the condition. First, given y of 0 equal to 0. So that means what is the value of x we have to take? Get this is y